Yo, yo, pulling up. Got my man Oliver Groovy. Welcome to Talk of the Town. Peace and blessings. Welcome. Gonna let everybody tap in. Then we're gonna get to it. Excuse me. Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm going to let the people pop in. Poppy, William P. Joseph, Wilner. Let me get his name right. Wilner. Hey, yo, Pop, man, we got some competition, man. Got people that was checking in on the check-in, man. Said, they ain't like that comment, man. Where you said you was the best. So we got some people that need you to prove that, man. Poppy, William P. Joseph, Wilner. Anyhow, that's my man, though. We got some people that saw the footage. John Winchester, they want to try to bring him out the woodworks. Marcellus Catchings. You're going to have to prove yourself, man. There's some ball players out there that want to take you up on that challenge, baby. One-on-one. I don't know. We'll pull it off, though. Hey, baby mama. We'll wait for some folks to come in, man. Let me see where my boy Oliver Groovy at. Once they tap in, then we'll get started. Welcome to Talk of the Town, baby. Welcome to Talk of the Town. We're going to have a dope conversation. Let me see who's pulling in right now. Let's figure this out. Bang, bang. Let me see where the host with the most coast. See where he at. Bang, bang.
Yeah.
Yo, peace, King.
Wagwan.
Yeah. How you?
Real good. Big up yourself.
Welcome to Talk of the Town, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You know it.
I'm going to try to wait for my man Coast to tap in. And then we're going to elaborate on a couple of things with that. How you, though?
Real good. Out here, working.
All right, so one of my questions to you is, give me 1 second. Yeah. So you be saying you be working, man. So
Calm down.
This whole working thing to me, man. You know who you remind me of?
Tell me Tommy from Martin. Tell me Tommy from Martin.
Yes.
That's me. I'm working. You know what I mean? You don't know what I do, but I'm working. You know what I mean? I'm out there.
So bust this though, baby. I hate that. If I didn't know you, check this shit though. I'm gonna give you the real nigga shit and the hater shit. Can I do that?
Yeah. Give me both of them. Give me both of them shits.
Yeah. Let me give you
my side, the winning side. Can I do that? The winning side is looking back, and I'm like, damn. You see the Pac-Man game in the background, though?
Yes, sir.
Just in case, because I don't hate. I have no reason to be down in the next man. Yeah, like, in a sense, just in a hating sense. You know what I'm
Right, right,
saying?
right.
Kicking him, worried about what he doing, how he doing it. I don't have time for that. So when I'm on
Definitely.
the other side of the spectrum and I see you winning, you know, yellow Pele pay jackets, you know, Jamaica, doing
Yeah,
things, you doing the things that you like to do.
exactly.
You're a free will, a free spirit, and I love that.
Yeah,
Birds of a feather flock together. So when I see you winning and I see you saying things like I'm working, I love it.
yeah,
I love it. Because I'm
yeah.
on the stuff, baby.
Exactly, exactly.
You know? I'm
You know
working.
that.
I'm I'm
Yeah,
I'm I'm
you working.
constantly, excuse me.
Yeah, you working. I see you. Yeah, yeah, you working. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to tell to the people. You gotta work for what you want, man. In this life, it's like so. I'm always working. So when you see me, I'm working
But
all the time.
so let me give you the hater side.
I want to hear it.
I fucking hate it. What the fuck you mean?
I'm working. I'm
I
working, baby.
didn't get that. Like your type of work, I got pissed off because
Yeah,
fuck you,
it's
fuck it.
supposed to. It's supposed to because guess what? For the 20 some odd years, I was really working like 16 hours in emergency. Nobody gave a frig. You see what I'm saying? So now that
Okay,
I'm working,
okay, okay. So
yeah.
when you get back to the type of work you do versus two. So you've been working at Stamford Hospital, correct?
Used to, yes. I retired
You
from there.
see, I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know. I
It
mean,
was, I was there for, my God, I was there for like maybe 20, I'd say 23 years.
really?
Yeah. I retired from there.
Wait. How old are you?
Nah, nah, you know my age. You right there next to me.
You retired, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm still hating. I'm still
Yeah.
retired. The fuck,
Yeah. It,
like
it, it,
explain shit to me.
it was time. You know, I had that job since I was, I mean, really young.
Explain to the people what job. I'm hyped up. I'm fucking hyped up. I'm in
Okay,
my
okay.
head.
Oh, okay. So,
Like,
all right.
what
So,
have you been doing for the last 25 years that had gave you the push to say, yo, I'm retired? Like, you're
yeah.
retired.
Well, I was an EDT for a long time in the ER, and emergency tech. Pretty much just does like EKGs, urinalysis, phlebotomy, CPR. It's a prepping tool for the hospital. I prep you for the doctor and the nurse. So I did that for a long time, and because I worked at Stanford, it was I loved it because I get to see people and help people that I know, and that was like a big thing for me for a long time. So that was my way of giving back to my community. You know what I mean? I really
Yeah.
like I had a stronghold in that ER, and people came there for me. You know what I mean? Just because they know they was gonna get like good care. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it was hard for me when I left there because it was all I known for so long. But it was what I mean, I had to step out on a level where I had to do something for myself
Mm.
and work for myself. And once I got the strength and the confidence to really take that leap, it was the best thing I could have ever done for myself. So, shout out to Shed, all the people in the ED working hard. Big up.
Mm. Nice. Uh, I just want to shoot this out there because we have a friend that, you know, we both know, an acquaintance of ours, Gary from Bridgeport, Connecticut. Yeah. I ask you about him occasionally. He was very talented. Yeah, I mean, do you stay in contact with him at all, or
Hold
was
on.
that
Who you say that the name was?
Gary?
Gary. What other name does he go by?
Uh, I think he was working EMT as well. He was a slim cat, brown skin from Bridgeport, Connecticut.
With dreads.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't stay in contact with him, but that's my boy. That was my boy on the job, yo. He used to come in all the time. I remember him, yo. That was one of my good friends, yo. He was a cool dude. Big
Yeah.
up, Gary, wherever you're there. Big up yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yo. Real cool dude.
That guy was very talented. You know, I met him in Bridgeport, Connecticut. I used to, you know, do my thing out there, whatever, going to school. And yeah, that's how we were able to connect. And when he was working in Stamford Hospital, and I just figured great minds think alike. You know, you guys would have crossed paths along the way.
Yeah, definitely.
What made you so dedicated to your craft? Was it the pay? Because you started at Stamford Hospital as a teenager, like most of us. You stuck with it. You didn't choose the streets like many of us. I mean, what was it, like a strong foundation within the household, or was it
Well,
something?
you know, like a lot of what's going on with me, I have to give to my mother because she was a very, she was a strong individual, and she used to always be, she'll tell me, she said, "Yo, if you get locked up, don't tell them my address. Don't tell them, where you live. You're homeless because I'm naming out a paper and all these things." So she said, "You don't have nobody in Jamaica like that. So when they deport you, don't call me for no help neither." And it's somewhat I believed her because somewhat I believed her because she was serious like that. You know what I mean? It was
Right,
Jamaican parents, strict Jamaican brought up. See, it's like that's how it was. So that kind of steered me. And then my father was, he had got caught up in like a little something too. And I kind of, with my uncle and some, other things that kind of made me see that I really don't want that life. I used to dibble and dabble and do my little things, said weird, but I always had a job. I always had a job because, I couldn't, the first thing is, we couldn't bring money on clothes on things women buy into the house, and I don't got no job. My mother, the first thing she would be like is, "What's going on?" You know what I mean? Where you getting this shit from? You know what I mean? So
right.
that I always I kept a job. I kept a fast food job, Taco Bell, Boston Chicken. You know what I mean? I kept it something. Stanford Tent. I worked so many places when I was younger, and when I finally got a job at a hospital, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get in there, and then I'm gonna work my way up. And I went to the EMT Institute, did a little class there, and I went down to the ED, and that was the beginning of my future in the ED.
Right. Okay,
Yeah,
so with that being said, I first and foremost want to say I'm proud of
respect.
you. Yeah, you definitely came up in an era, in my era. You seen me amongst other people that could have been an influence to persuade you because, like you said, you didn't have it to where you could bring clothes, money, you know what I'm saying, into your mom's establishment. So to see your friends, how was that to you? Like, how, to balance it?
Well, you see, the thing about me is I kept that in the back of my head. So even when I was on the block, if I see the boys down the block, I'm starting to walk already. I'm not one of those guys, for police, da 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 da. You know what I mean? I see them, I'm gone. They hey, come here. They don't know
So,
me. I'm walking. You know what I mean?
so why you ain't never forewarned me when we was out there. You was fucking
You see them just like I see them. The first thing I say is the boys, and that's it. That's the last thing you see of me. I say the boys. That's it. I'm gone. I'm gone. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say it. I'm not saying it twice. I'm not saying it twice. I said the boys. That's it. That's my cue. I'm gone.
Maybe I should have had the same lecture from my mom. Like, yo, nigga, she was like, but you know, she was always there in you know, any case scenario. But I'm like, yeah.
They never knew me. Like big up, God bless the dead. R.I.P. Ant Dog. Love you, my nigga. Yo, that dude right there, he was the hottest. I'm on the block with him. The boys pass by. They call him by his full government. Nah, I don't like that. You ain't gonna know me like that. I don't want you to know me like that. So I see him. I only got caught in all my years on UP. I only got caught up in one jump out. One jump out, and it was because my back was turned. I was playing dice, and that's the only reason I got caught in one jump out. Because trust me, I move. You have to move. You have to move.
So with that being said, you never had any encounter with, like, you know, the police or doing any time?
Well, I never did any time, but you know what I mean, I've been profiled a bunch of times because you know I used to drive. I had all them Beamers and shit. So you know what I mean, I got profiled a bunch of times.
Hey, when you working and you making an honest living, you
buy what you bumble clout want. You buy what you bumble clout want. Yeah, that's what you do. You buy what you bumble clout want. When you work your bumble clout money, you buy what you bumble clout want. That's correct. So I always wanted a Beamer, so I got 5 of them. I had 5 of them. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. 5 in a bumble clout row. Yeah, I did that. So when you do shit like that, you get profiled. So
yeah,
you know what I mean. When you do that, you get profiled. So I had 3 3s, 2 7s, and a 5. So of course,
hey, let me give you the winning side.
And the hater side. Yeah, I want both of them.
No. Let me start from the hater side.
Exactly. I want that. I need that. I feed off of that. That's what gives me energy.
I don't even know how to count right now because I've been sipping. You said 5?
3 3s, 2 7s, and a 5.
No. See, the 5 is jealous one's envy. The 7, you just was showing out. The other stuff, you know what?
Hold on. What I say? 2 7s. It's 14. I had a 1/4 to 8 and a 10 to 8.
Now let me ask you this. Is it the car that makes the man?
Nah, definitely the man that makes the car. Definitely the man that makes everything. It's the man that makes everything. Because you know why? I was wilding when I was on foot. I was taking the train. I was taking the bus, and I was up. You got to understand that. When you buy things, and you know what I mean, and that's why I don't really feel like material things is all that. You know what I mean? I buy what I like. You know what I mean? Because most of my gear that I get clearance, definitely on clearance. You know, I'm shopping that. I'm getting that still. Yeah, a lot of it.
Hold on, because you putting people on the game.
Yeah.
I'll be rich. Hold on.
I got to.
So you mean to tell me that Pele jacket is?
Oh, definitely. I don't buy full price nothing. I don't buy full price nothing. I don't buy full price. Hold on, bump. I just make it look like $1 million. That's all. I just make it look like $1 million. I don't buy full price nothing.
Me too. You might catch me in the low.
Yeah. Clean. Always clean, always clean. So you might see me and say, damn, that nigga clean in the motherfucker. But to me in my head, that's a $20 pair of jeans, maybe a $5 t-shirt or something buttoned up. Like I'm very good at what I do. Like I always try to. As a kid, I didn't have much, my nigga. We came up from Jamaica, we was poorer than poor, and I didn't even know that we was poorer than poor. I found out we was poorer than poor when I came to America. You know what I mean? We didn't have running water where I'm from in Jamaica. We had a shitos, you know what I mean? We didn't have like inside, you know what I mean? We had a shitos. It was a countryside. We live in the countryside of Jamaica with Thai goat, of chicken, kuba, all these things. So I didn't know I was poor though, because we always was fed. We always had food. We fed the neighbors. You know what I mean? I was always clean. I never had to want for nothing. Even though we was on the countryside living, I never wanted for nothing. I was never hungry. So when I came to America and I seen all these other things, I was like, oh, we was poor. But I really never felt it. But up here, you'll feel the poor because it's different. It's different. You know what I mean? It was like maybe 8, 9 of us in one 2-bedroom apartment when we first came up. I couldn't get all the toys I wanted and shit, you know what I mean? Because we didn't have much. Certain things, I went to school. Ooh, tell you a quick story. First one, I went to school. First we went school shopping, right? So I'm going to go out to play, son. I said, Mommy, I want those shoes. I love them. I want those shoes. I love them. Those are the shoes I want. Yeah, put them on. Real nice shoes. Look good. I come to school in the first day of school, and I'm on the basketball court, and they say, oh, all the kids is like, oh, he got the new Jordans. He got the new Jordans. Then a kid looked at my shit, was like, nah, those ain't Jordans. Those are Stadias. He got the Skippies. Those is the $5 joints. Da-da-da-da-da. Tore me up, bro. The joints that I love, because I didn't know nothing. I'm from Jamaica. I think it's a pair of sneakers, white sneakers. You know what I mean? I come up, these niggas like, yo, he got the Skips on. Yo, tore me up, nigga. Tore me up. So my nigga, the joints that I love so much, I ain't gonna want to wear them shits no more. I want to throw them shits in the garbage when I got home, yo. I fought every day, baby boy. It was relentless. You know Ursula Place in the UP on that side, Roger School and all that shit. Come on, man.
Yeah, I wish y'all would have caught you Jamaican ass skipping through the yard.
yo, they call me everything in the book. Jamaican booty scratcher, spear chucker. They call me every goddamn thing, nigga. Trust me. But then, bro, they call me everything in the book. But once I figured it out, you know what I mean? Once I figured it out, the first thing I did, guess what the first thing I did was? I got my ass a paper route. I got my ass a paper route.
Hey,
I got my ass to work. And guess what? I bought my blood clot shoes, nigga. Back then. What?
Did you stink?
Did I what?
Did you stink?
HBO. They said HBO. You know they say you got HBO.
Yeah.
You know what HBO. You know the HBO, right?
Yo, all that look. Damn niggas off the rip.
Hold on. You know the HBO, right?
Haitian body odor, nigga.
Haitian body odor. Oh my God, they tore me up, bro. They tore me up.
Yeah, man. That's crazy work,
They
bro.
used to tear me up. So
that's crazy.
I think that right there got into my mental as a little kid, especially when I started working. I started getting my own sneakers and my own clothes, as a young man, like maybe middle school. So after I did that, that was it. I was on top since then, because I couldn't let myself be, you know what I mean? And then I had a little sister, my little sister Deborah, I love you, baby. My little sis came around, and by that time I was grown. I was like 16. I was like, yo, my mom's not buying nothing for my daughter, my sister, yo. I tried to treat her like she was my daughter. I started taking care of all the school clothes, all that shit for her. Because I didn't want her to get the same type of, you know what I mean? Like me. I didn't want them to start getting on her, because you know my mom, she'll go to Woolworth or somewhere, you know what I mean? Caldor or somewhere, you know what I mean?
Nah, you gotta bring that back though, because a lot of people don't know about Caldors, B.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was like Burlington Coat Factory back then, but worse. cheaper.
Nah, Cowboys. Nah, I used to love Cowboys though. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Cowboys but that like Cowboys was it. Can't
they ain't
be Cowboys.
they ain't never had no name brand sneakers. So I used to bring my little sister on the train
Yo,
with me to Fordham, and we go up there and we shop for her school clothes. You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
I couldn't have her going through the same type of troubles that I went through. You know what I mean? So that's what it
yeah.
is. You do good. You work hard so you could take care of the people under you. You know what I mean? People coming
Right,
up behind you. You know?
right. So, how many siblings do you have, Oliver?
Well,
Yeah, sorry
Air.
about that. I just joined in. I was
What
at
up, my
work.
boy?
I got caught up at work,
Yes,
talking to
sir.
town. Groove TV, Groove. What up,
Yes, sir.
y'all? What's up,
What
my
up, my
boy?
boy? I'm here, man.
I see you. I
So
see you.
for my mother, I have one sister, but I've got two other brothers, one in Atlanta, one in Florida. I have a sister in Miami. You know, my father has a couple kids.
Are you
I got
guys
another.
close knit? Are you guys
Uh,
close knit?
I'm
Because for
I'm,
the
I'm
most part, I just used to see you a lot. I seen your sister a few times, you
yeah.
know. But
I'm close. You know, I'm closest to my sister, but I have another sister that's in Miami. Lisa, what's up, Lisa? And my brother Greg. I'm close with Greg. I talk to him a few times a year. You know what I mean? He's doing his thing down there. And my other brother Dennis, big up yourself. And my sister Demi, she's in
yeah,
Atlanta. They're both in Atlanta. So yeah, I got a couple siblings, but the closest one is about my sister by my mom. So
my the the host with the most, Big Coast, tapped in. You got any questions for the Groove Man or what, baby? Because you tapped in a little late, you know.
I was at
so
work. I don't know what y'all touched on. I don't know if y'all went over the music and you got anything new popping off. Like, what's I don't really know. I'm just
well, it
piggybacking off what I do know.
no, we didn't touch on the music yet, but just to touch on the music, I'm still running a few songs that I just let out last year that I'm still spinning those, but I haven't been able to really get into the studio to go hard on the next project yet because I'm working on I've got my own business now, so it's
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
doing it on my own, so it's a little bit harder, but I have a bunch of songs ready to be recorded at any time. As soon as I just get the time to get in the studio and really sit down and with a nice producer and put it out. But the next project is going to be a professional project. Like
I feel you on that. I feel you.
everything on it is going to be paid for, digitized. Everything that you know what I mean. Just the mix is
Samples
going to
cleared and
yeah,
stuff mixed
everything,
down. Yeah, because
everything. Because that's what you know what I mean. A lot of what I believe even Connecticut rappers are kind of missing sometimes. They don't want to put it takes money for all of these things to
it takes a
happen.
lot of money. They don't understand.
Nobody is out there that's out there doing something right now that did it generically. It's
No.
not generic because the thing about it is, yes, you got the talent, right? But most of the niggas out there right now have no talent. It's just money behind them. They got a little gimmick. They say their little thing, and boom,
Mm-hmm.
boom, boom. They put. If you hear it enough times, it's gonna register. And most of the streams is manufactured. So you gotta put in the money first to get the ear. And once you get the ear, then you can move on. But it starts off with how you market yourself and make sure the songs sound professional. You know. You always got to go to the person that do it. You can't rely on thinking that you can use a regular producer. Yeah, you probably
You
could, but
can, but you never
it's
know the
nah
ramifications of the
patience.
beat, the
Right,
sampling.
right, right. If you want your thing done right, you got to do it to the people. Go to the people that do it. So I learned that from my boy G said RIP. G said, he taught me that you got to go to the people that the big people go to. So
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
So you can learn.
You got to go to the big. You know what I mean? You got to pay the big. You know what I mean? The big people. You know what I mean? They
Exactly.
in there. They already in there. They already know the things to do. You coming in. You pay that producer. You do it at that studio. He mixes it down that way. You move
And
on the
then you get your
process.
little familiarity with
Exactly.
them.
There,
You
there-
build
there's
a
no
little
there,
rapport.
there's no skipping steps. You know what I mean? You really got to climb up the ladder rung by rung, and then you know what you're doing. You
I'm
know?
glad that you said that. No skipping steps,
Nah.
because I think in life in general, I think that's what's going on now. Just not even with music, just in life, people are trying to skip steps.
Yeah, yeah. And well, the thing is, they working backwards. You know what I mean? A lot of people feel like they can go around and do it themselves. This is not like a DIY project. When you're doing music, you really have to be fucking with the niggas that know how to push those buttons.
Yeah, how
And
they
you
say,
know,
no one man's an island. So
exactly,
you
exactly,
know, you got to learn from somewhere. It got to start from something.
exactly, exactly.
But the
So,
pivot, you
so
said,
I have a question.
okay.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know if you've seen a couple of shows ago where we had Dizzy Rowe. He's a slash writer slash producer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, he was also too talking about standing behind your material, staying consistent, and investing in yourself. So if there's any artist or producer, somebody that's on their way or can use some assistance, is there anybody that you would like to work with? Anybody that, you know, off top, locally, like, I wouldn't mind, you know,
Um. Right. Right.
or because we always put a top on Connecticut and niggas be hating. You kind of know where I'm going with this, but you
Yeah.
know, we don't support one another. And like, okay, for instance, like I did an interview with Dizzy Rowe, and right after that, he dropped his video. You know what I'm saying? Speaking about his music and things of that nature. Like, why not try to at some point, if you see somebody who's taking their best foot forward and going, why not just shoot a person, you know, an invite, like, you know what I'm saying? Or is it bigger than me just saying that?
For what do you mean to like to work with?
Music wise, or
Yeah.
just work. Yeah.
But see, yeah, that would be like, you know, you would it be like a feature,
Like a collab.
like a
You know,
collab.
a collab, a
Yeah.
feature. Maybe you never know what those two or three or group of people may come up with later on down the line. Like,
But yeah, but see that's the thing with me. I'm always willing to do features. I'm always willing to work. So all the artist has to do to feature with me is hit me on a DM, and we can fill out the studio time, and I'll be there. You know what I mean? It's a scheduling thing for me. You know, because I'm always working. I need to be. You know what I mean? Just let me know ahead of time. Set it up. I'll be in the studio, no doubt. You know what I mean? Or push something out because I'm always willing to work. And I'm looking to feature Connecticut artists to really get this Connecticut movement going. You know, when I do decide to, you know what I mean, bless the studio, I want Connecticut producers. My boy Billionaire Productions, really good producer. He's worked with Jim Jones. He's worked with a couple other people in
Where's
New
he out
York.
of? Where's
He's
he
out
out
of
of?
Stamford, Connecticut. He lives in yeah. He's a great producer, really good dude. You know what I mean? I'm a mess with him with a couple tracks. I got another producer that I know, and I gotten to work with him one time, but it really wasn't a real session. My Trackstar from Bridgeport,
Mm.
really good producer. There's another artist from Jamaican artist from Bridgeport, Bones Mwata Mundala. He has a couple songs that I really like. You know what I mean? I would definitely do a song with him.
shout
And you
out
know,
to my boy Matt for real, wherever you at. Shout out, big boys. Keep your head up. There's no
Well, let
love.
me ask you a question. How'd you get tapped in? Because I know I seen you do the Live at Five show a few times. How'd you
uh,
get tapped in with that? Like, who were the people? Like, if somebody wanted to get tapped in to do something like that at that time, who did you talk to,
well,
and how'd you make that happen?
I gotta tell you the honest truth. The way I got tapped in with that was somebody actually really believing in my craft. You know what I mean? So boom,
Mm.
uh, my boy Jamil Wilson, Jahan Nostra, lovely dude, man. That's my boy. Big up yourself.
Rapper, the
Oh,
rapper,
yeah,
the rapper.
Ursula,
Yeah, he's from the east
Ursula
side. The
Place,
east side.
Ursula
Yeah,
Place, UP all day. So
yeah.
Jahan, he said, "Yo, I did because he had done the live at 5 and he was already in, and he
Mm-hmm.
said to me, he was like, listen, I know you can, I know you can do it. Just give me like 2-3 songs, and we put it in this joint, and and they're gonna be choosing which person they want to perform." So I was like, I'm really, because at that point, I mean, I had lost one of my closest partners in the music, my boy G Set. I mean, he's the one that really taught me everything about this whole game. You know what I mean? So I lost him, and I was like, I don't really feel like I didn't really feel like doing it like no more. So it was that was kind of holding me back. But he was like, yo, just put it in and figure it out. He put it in. He called me back like maybe 2 weeks later. He was like, yo, they chose you as one of the finalists. So it was like
Mm-hmm.
three other people, and then it was opening for Ti. So Ti's people was gonna choose who they wanted to perform. So boom, I was like, all right, yo, that's cool, that's great. You know what I mean? I still wasn't really thinking about it like that. And then all of a sudden, he called me I think it was maybe a month later. He was like, yo, they picked you, bro. And
That's
I,
what's
and I,
up.
and that was it. You know what I mean? And I set up. I really loved that show. That was one of my favorite shows because I had backup singers. I had my
You
band.
killed that show.
I
I was
had
right
my
there up front. You killed that.
dancers. You know what I mean? It was a real thing. So that was and it was in the town. So
Yeah, that's what I'm
come
saying. I
on,
was
it was
right up
like
front.
been one
It
of my
shocked me
been one
because
of the
I
dreams.
didn't expect you to come out. I didn't
Been one,
expect nobody from the town at least.
yeah, been one of my dreams since you know what I mean, young to really showcase to the whole Stanford. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was a real good look. That was a real good look. But shout out Jahan Nostra though. Jahan Nostra is one that plugged me in. Big plug, big plug, big plug.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that was my biggest show to date. I think there was what 4,000, 5,000 plus out there. How you know what I
Yeah, it
mean?
was a lot of
Yeah.
people out there, yo, and you rocked it.
And I don't know if you was there. I had them moving too. I had them grooving out there, baby. They was grooving out there, baby.
It
Yo,
was
yo,
rocking. You
yo.
was
I came
rocking.
I came off the stage. Yo, Shorty hugged me up. I was like, "This is Oliver Groove." I was like, "Shit,
Yup.
oh, yeah, man. Yeah, that's me, baby. You know that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
That's why I wanted to ask you about that because I knew it was a moment. I seen
yeah.
it.
It
I
was
seen it
definitely
in real time, and I was like,
baby,
yo, when I get a
baby,
chance, I'm gonna
baby
ask
boy.
you.
Baby boy, I did an outfit change. I did an outfit change, boy. We had an
Yes.
intermission. I did an outfit change, baby boy. Like it was something different. I had dancers come out. You know what I mean? I was choreographed, nigga. You know what I mean? I was choreographed, baby. You know what I mean? It was choreographed. So
Well, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Once again, I want to salute you. Yo, hard work and dedication pay off, man.
that's all
That's
it
this,
is. That's
this,
all it
this,
is.
yeah. This is just a testimony, a testament of hard work, dedication pay off. You follow
Yeah,
the dream. Yeah, because
baby
there's a
boy.
lot of people that be writing and, ducking behind the pen and paper, man, but don't have a chance to display their talents. Like,
I'm telling you.
True.
Listen, since the days of Sunset when we was going to open mic, you know what I mean? Come on, baby. You know what happened in there. You know what happened in there.
that was
Shout out to Henny.
practice.
You know what I mean? Since the days of Sunset.
Yeah, that
Open
was
mic.
I rapped in Sunset as a
You know what I
teenager.
mean?
So
Yeah, man.
so I know. I rapped
UP
in
block
Sunset
parties.
as a young teenager.
Yeah,
So
man. So this is a passion. Like you know what I mean? I had this since a young age. Like we decided we're gonna do this. You know what I mean? And I always wanted to
yes.
put it. You know what I mean? I put myself out there. Like you have to put yourself out there. You can't
so,
be.
not to cut you off, but the host with the most, he be spitting too. I do a little bit, but my
Oliver,
man,
you see me in the park a few times, spit a little lyrics and shit,
Yeah, yeah.
But at the end of the day, it goes back to what we saying. It's a lot of dedication, it's a lot of time, it's a lot of money, it's a lot of patience
Definitely, all of it.
with the craft and all of
All
that,
of it.
what I can say
Especially when
is,
you're independent and you paying for studio, video, mix,
Listen,
master,
the
clothing,
artist
album
has to
covers.
pay the artist has to pay for everything, and there's no definite you going to get
Gonna get
any
I don't
back.
like the
Zero.
last
Not
CD,
even attention.
I put. the last CD I put out, 5 songs with a cover, mix, master. I think I spent like $700 mix and master, and that was 5 songs.
Yeah.
You think I ain't streamed that much music to make $700 back?
You see what I'm
So
saying?
that's how it worked. I can't get discouraged.
You got to
I just gotta
understand.
find I just gotta keep going and find another way to market and promote it
But
better. That's about
With
it.
with
we
with with,
have to
with this
build the
music.
machine. Ho. We
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to build the machine. Check it. The machine is taking things like this and networking and building with people like, yo, listen, let me hear your material if you're making beats, or, maybe that rhyme could fit here, or, you know what I'm saying? If we come together collectively, I see a lot of great things happening, man. I really
Oh,
do.
oh, definitely. But you see, the thing with, all right, you come together collectively. You have to be on a one mind concept. You have to already come into it knowing what you're gonna do. You have to say, hey, listen, we're gonna need this for a budget. This is our budget for making the CD. Okay, boom. This is our budget for marketing the CD or single.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Whatever you're gonna do,
Mhm.
and that has to be already set before you even begin the process. Yeah, you can
Yep.
have the songs, but you have to set this marketing proposal, and you have to set what you actually gonna do. You know what I mean? Or else you're gonna waste money. You're
Cause
just
that's
gonna waste
that's
money. It's just gonna be a waste of money. You know what I mean? You have to have a clear goal to what you're gonna do with it before you make it. So that's kind of the position I'm in right now. I'm setting myself up where, all right, when I make my next song, I already have my marketing. I already know which IG influencers I'm gonna send it to. I already know which DJ that is gonna get the songs first. I already made drops for all of these dudes. You know what I mean? Things like that. You have to be out there if you really gonna try to do this independent thing and you're gonna push it on your own.
yeah.
It's something to think about. So, everything that I did before was pretty much learning. You know what I mean?
So,
I paid to learn what to
It's a
do
learning
and what.
process. I've been learning my
Yeah.
whole career. I've been
So,
learning my
so,
whole career. You said it right.
so,
Learning.
so, Coach, is there anything that you wanted to, as far as Q&As, as far as the hospital? He gave a little
Well,
history.
I jumped in right before we talked about the music. He did say he got his own business. Let's promote that. Let's
yeah.
go ahead and talk about what you got going with that. I love to
Yeah,
see a black man with their own business, brother.
well, right now I have a car service. I have one of the 2 Suburbans and one
Talk
driver
about
driving
it, bro. Talk
one
about
driver
it. We can
driving with
talk
me. You know what I
about
mean?
it.
So I drive one, and I have
Mhm.
my little clients, and if I need like promotional, I do Premier Black Car on Uber or maybe Lyft sometimes. But because we live in this area, Connecticut is the Gold Coast, really. You know what I mean? All the 1%ers is here, and you know what I mean. If you get a vehicle that they like, they gonna want to fuck with you. So I I enjoy it.
Mhm.
I'm well taken care of. You know what I mean. I sit back more time and really think about the step I had to take to really get this far. You know what I mean? Because it was hard for me because you if you had a place for a very long time, you don't know what's out there and you feel like you might lose everything. But
Yeah.
at that point, you just have to say, you're gonna sit here, you're gonna kneel, or you're gonna stand up and take
So,
take your life in your hands.
what
Well,
motivates? What's your drive? Because I see and again, I love it. I can't hate because I'm bird of a
no,
feather.
but see, this is what I'm saying. I'm motivated by the hate. I need to hate. I need you to hate me. I don't want you to like me. I don't want you to like me. When you hate me, I feel better. That means you can't really fuck with me. You know what I mean? When you hate me, I feel better. Hate me, nigga. Hate me now. I'm Nas, nigga. Hate me now. I love that. That's what
Ooh.
pushes me further. Tell me I can't do it. Tell me I can't do it. That's what I like.
Say
Tell me I can't do it.
it.
Tell me I
Say I
can't do it.
can't do it.
See, I
Say I
can't do it.
can't do it.
All right,
Yeah,
bet. All right, bet.
yeah,
All right, man. I'll go
yeah,
show you. Man, I'll go show you. Bet.
See,
yeah,
I got you.
yeah,
I like
You know
that
what I mean?
energy.
Tell
I
tell
like
me that.
that energy.
Tell me
yeah.
that because this is
Hey,
this
listen.
is what I
Hey,
lived off my
listen.
whole life,
Hey,
pretty much,
listen. Hey, listen. I fucked my back up. I was hit by a drunk driver. I was paralyzed for 2 months.
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't
Come
never
on.
think I was gonna walk again.
And look at you. And look at you. And look at you. Haters said you wasn't gonna walk. Haters said you wasn't
Do
gonna
your
walk.
dance, nigga. Do your
Hating ass
dance.
niggas. Haters
Live
said you wasn't
life.
gonna walk, my boy. Haters said you wasn't gonna
Live
walk, and look at
life.
that. Da 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 da. Everything I got in this
I be
life.
staying on him. I
Haters,
be staying on him.
haters said I wasn't gonna do it. Hold on. Let me tell you a quick story. Shout out my boy Doggy in Jamaica right now. I love you, my boy. I know you safe. But keep your head
Shout
up.
the
You know what I mean?
dog. Shout the dog. Shout the
Shout out to my
dog.
boy Dog.
Shout out to
Yo,
all my people who survived the hurricane in Jamaica.
yeah, man. Big up. They need your help. You know what I mean?
Big up, big up.
Find your nearest aid center. Not no Red Cross. Find your nearest aid center that's connected to people on the ground in Jamaica, and you know what I mean? Help those people. But yo, shout out to my boy Dog. My boy Dog. When I was moving to Bridgeport, I was leaving Stamford and moving to Bridgeport. My parents had already moved to Bridgeport, and I was about to move up there with them because I stayed down in Stamford for like 6 months or something. I was living with my cousins and shit. So boom, my boy Dog, because I was talking shit. I was on the block. I was like, yo, man, listen, I'm coming back. When I come back, I swear, I got this job right now. When I come back, I swear I'm gonna be in something. I'm gonna push something sweet. My nigga Dog said, yo, nigga, you acting like you about to get a Beamer or something. I said, bet. I said, bet. First person I pulled up on in Merle Ave with the Beamer. He was like, oh my God, you got the Beamer.
And that's how you gotta do it.
That was 1 year after I was in Bridgeport. 1 year after I was in Bridgeport. I was like, I told you I was gonna get that. No, I popped the sunroof. We started smoking. You know what I mean? Popped some bottles of champagne. We was chilling that day. You know what I mean? But just all you gotta do is tell me I can't do it.
He said he had 5. I don't think you caught that part. So I had to give him the jealous ones envy, and I had to give him the winner's cup. Yeah, 5 winners, and some niggas only working. They don't even got 1 car that they own.
Hold on. I think I lied too. I had 6. 3 threes, 2 sevens, and a 5. I had 6. Sorry, I was lying. I lied. It was 6. So you know what I mean. So but that's all done with now. You know what I mean. Right now I just got the working vehicle. You know what I mean. Anybody need me, holler at me. You know what I mean. We get you to you know what I mean where you need to go.
Promote it so we can get the support business.
I mean, just go ahead and DM me, Oliver Groove. You know how it go. I got a lot of people hit me up on Facebook. You know what I mean. But I'm working. I'm always working. So
yeah. I hate to turn on Facebook and then I see this guy's face and he be like, I'm working. And my mind be like, the fuck kind of work do you do, Tommy? You always look, I'm talking shit. I'm in North Carolina talking shit. Because I'm the only one that's supposed to be moving like this. Listen.
Don't call me when I'm at work. Don't call me.
Yeah. So look, that's what I do. Guess what I do? I call them.
Right away.
That's
right away.
Move. Bump
right away.
The opposite of exactly what you told him to do. Don't call me. I'm calling.
Hey, Oliver, just hear a snippet of what the conversation be like when I fucking call you, though. Keep shitting on them. Don't. Come on. What I tell you?
Come on.
What I tell you better not take this shit off their neck not for a minute. What I tell you?
I can't touch the brakes from you. You know what I mean? I can't touch the brakes for you. I have to really step on that gas all the time. So the thing about me is that's what I'm about. I'm about work. You know what I mean? You got to work for the things you want. My mother taught me never to beg. I'm not into begging people. I'm not into asking you more than once. If I ask you for something, that's it. And furthermore, I'm really never going to ask you for nothing, ever. Ever. You know what I mean? Because what I want, I work for it. I go get it. You know what I mean? That's one thing in life. You really got to take your life into your own hands and say, yo, listen, I want something. How am I going to get it? Am I going to, rob and steal for it? Nah, because my life is worth more than that. Am I going to, con people out of their money, trick them? Nah, because I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. So what I'm going to do? I'm going to work for mine. I'm going to do an honest job and get an honest dollar. And once I do that, it's worked for me. You see what I'm saying? So I just kept on doing it.
How long have you been retired and not working from Stamford Hospital? Because I see they built it up. They got this big thing going on. Were you there?
I was there in part of it so much that even some of the design in the hospital was because of me. I told them that in the waiting room I need a little area that's cut out in the corner, like a little cubby hole, so I could do my, you know what I mean, do my job over there. I told them a few things. I told them put the TVs in the waiting room where they're located now. I told them about put an aquarium where the aquarium is located now in the ED. You know, those front barricades that are in front of the ER. That's because of me. The damn the security desk that you have to walk through that little. That's all because of, you know what I mean. That's because of things that I did there. You know, but
Right.
because so even at the hospital, I was there for a good amount of time. That my contribution, it was, you know, it was evident. You know, so
Right.
when
Right.
That's what's
when
up.
yeah, for real. You know what I mean? When I left there, a lot of people was, you know what I mean, was
Clap for
upset
that
about
one.
that because they felt I shouldn't have left in that manner. But if they had given me what I wanted there, you know what I mean, I probably would have stayed. But just them saying no to me gave me all the. I told you, when people say I can't or no, that's what stirs it up in my mind just goes, oh, okay, I'm gonna prove this to you. I got you. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the reason why I talk like that sometimes on the joint, I'll be like, you know, I heard a lot of y'all was wondering, you know, what I've been doing since I've left the hospital, because you know how people chat. And even while I was like, when I put in my resignation, a lot of them was talking, and the nurses was coming back to me and telling me what they were saying, that, you know what I mean, that, oh, he's never gonna find something else like this, and da 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 da, and he gets treated well, and they, they was hating on the brother. They was hating on the brother.
Man.
A bunch of chatty patties, but it was expected. I knew it was gonna happen, but so I already knew what I was gonna do. So, you know what I mean, I just implemented my plan, and, you know, thank God, you know what I mean, it worked the way that it was supposed to.
Looking back, you can look at it like crabs in the bucket. Shit, two tears, now fuck it. They didn't want you to leave because they don't know nothing else. They don't have.
Exactly.
They don't have
Yeah, that
that
makes a lot of
Exactly.
motivation.
sense.
Yes,
Exactly. So it was,
just like
yeah,
Connecticut. As long as we could keep each other, you know what I'm saying, in that
yeah,
bucket in the pit,
yep,
it's like as long as you don't fly and elevate, then shit,
exactly.
I'm waking up in the
That's
morning.
I've
why a lot of people thrive when they leave here.
I've always been a person that say that, you know what I mean, anybody that I see that I know from back in the day or whatever, and I see them come up and on some other, I'm all for it. Big up to you, man. You did what you had to do to get where you need to go. That's a beautiful
Thank
thing.
you.
You know
Thank
what I
you.
mean? You have to give that type of love. And if you do, all right. So the mere fact that you see that man come up and you don't even say nothing to him, that, yo, you doing it, that's hate.
Mm.
Because how do you not see that? How do you not see that? Why do you not compliment that? You have to give love to that.
That
You have
was
to give love to that. You know what I mean? So that's the type of person I always was. I gave love to, even if it wasn't returned to me, I gave the love out. You know, you have to give the love out. Go ahead, baby. He glitched. You back?
I'm here. I'm here.
All right. Yeah, you got to give that love out, man. You got to give love out to get love in return. You know what I mean? Just like
Let
when
me
I
Yeah.
said,
answer that. Because I'm on the piggyback. I love the hate too. I really do. I
you need
do.
it.
And
You need it.
I'm just like you. It will fuel me to do better. It will
Yeah.
fuel me to buy more Legos, to buy more
Yeah.
Pac-Man games, to buy
Yeah.
guns and fucking everything that I want.
Yeah.
New vehicles, but don't worry about that because I told you I haven't been working and don't count my blessings. It's not counting my pockets, it's
Uh huh.
counting my blessings. See, you reap what you sow.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna let Coach get his stuff off. I want to ask one more question before we begin to wrap this up. Um, Coach, is there anything you want to put out there? You want to add on to any questions? And I got one more, man, before we wrap it up.
Ask the question up. Ask. Maybe I'll piggyback, but ask.
Something that I've always wanted to know. The big question, and this is maybe one of the biggest questions that a lot of people may have. I'm used to seeing you working with Jam Rock, and I've always had a vision of us all rocking together and turning shit like all the way out. Cause like
That is true.
when that energy is together, if nobody could vouch for that shit, yo, it's crazy. Oliver Groove in a Jam Rock session, along with whatever else to come after that, is truly amazing. I wanna know, when is it coming? Is there something in the works? It just had a video shoot. Like, what is really good? Like, I want to know what is really good with that. I need a project. I need a Groove in the Jam Rock project, man. I want to get everybody together, but I need that. So how can we get
that? Shoot, like right now, I don't even know how you could really get that. You would have to really talk to Vibes, you know what I mean, to see what's popping. But listen, I love all my brothers, but the deal with when you have a passion for music and you have, all right, so boom, in the group of us, there was like 5 heads: Fyrus, Rallo, me, Vibes, Hennessy, Jolo came after everything else. And Hennessy, before it really evolved, he had got into a little problem. He had to run off. So it was four. So it was 4 of us.
Yo, shout out to Hennessy. Yo, keep your head up. Much love. You always been a realist. I'm
Big
a
up
hold
Hennessy.
Yeah.
Big up Hennessy. So there was 4 of us. You know what I mean? Me, my 2 cousins, my boy Fire. So I got used to, just not because of any purpose of my own either. I was, I always wanted the group to stick together. I always wanted the group to be tight, and we always, to write together, work together, the whole thing. But I had a lot of ideas. I had a lot of ideas, and some of the ideas is what I got from my boy G-Set. You know what I mean? When I was rolling with him, and what it was is, okay, the studio would be shut down sometimes, right? And it wouldn't be of any problem with me or anybody else, but the 2 brothers, brothers fight and do their little thing, and the studio would end up be shut down, or I couldn't get Vibes to record for me, or I couldn't get the beat I want, or what I mean, just a lot of things. And I told you I'm a worker, you know what I mean? And when I'm passionate, I want something to be done. I want it to be done, you know what I mean? I even had asked at one point, say, hey, listen, I'll begin to pay for the studio time because I want things to be done. I want us to move. I want us to, I want us to release records. You know what I mean? They didn't want to do that. You know what I mean? We were throwing parties at one moment, and I was like, listen, we just gotta get, strictly this type of liquor, but so we can not, we can make a profit and we don't break even. You know what I mean? Those ideas weren't coming across. You know what I mean? A lot of things I was getting from my boy G-Set to come, and I used to come back to the crew and be like, yo, listen, I see my boy doing it this way, so we could do it this way, and we have to get a live producer, we have to get a good studio. At one point I'd even rented out French Montana studio early on when French Montana was doing videos still. Remember when French Montana? I rented out the studio.
City,
I rented out a studio. He wanted to do it, and I rented out with my own cake. You know what I mean? So I was like, I took it upon myself, said, fuck it, we're gonna do it this way, you know what I mean? Fuck it. I rented it out. I came back to everybody the day of. One of my boys, one of them said they didn't want to go no more. The next one called me, said he not gonna go no more. It was me and Zive. So it's like, after, a lot of like turmoil and me working and and the ideas weren't really coming across, I just figured that, my boy Count called me up, Power Movement Records, because they had seen the video that I did. I took out my laptop and I did a video on right in the Puerto Rican Day Parade in Bridgeport, Chacho. So that video started getting, because I was doing Groovy TV at that time and pumping it. and that was one
Bring
of
that
my
back.
ideas.
Bring that
Yeah,
TV.
yeah,
We
Groovy
promoting
TV,
that.
YouTube. So
Heard it.
I,
You heard it right
yo,
now. We're talking to town. We want
listen,
that TV back, baby.
listen. Groovy TV was pumping right there because I used to go to the parties and tape
Yeah, I
parties and
remember
do
that
all.
shit.
I used to do a bunch of shit, and it was popping because people was watching them joints. You know what I mean? So, boom. I used to come back with all of the stuff that I learned. I used to come back and trying to push it, and it seemed like nobody wasn't giving me no vibes with it. So I think one day I think this was like the big kind of split in the relationship with the music part, because I texted everybody one day after, you know what I mean, because I was really influenced. When I was on stage with Fabulous, I was, you know what I mean, my boy G-Set was really friggin' doing it, like, and I was taking everything that I was learning from him and trying to bring back to the crew, but they didn't want to do it that way. So like in me, I said, okay, boom, I just gotta keep on working. If they stop the flow, I can't let it stop my flow. I just gotta keep on working. And eventually it turned out that, boom, I was on, I think it was the Pray For Me album. And my photographer, had came back to me. You go, because everything I push rap and reg, rap and reg, rap and reg, rap and reg. Rap and reg was my, you know what I mean, jam rock, rap and reg, UP, everything was rap and reg, everything, every day. Like, a lot of the reason why, not for nothing, a lot of the reason why they know rap and reg is because I was pumping it so hard. All my, even all my Groovy TV videos that I was doing, it said sponsored by rap and reg. You know what I mean? Even though there was my record label, but it wasn't doing nothing for me as a record label. I was doing everything by myself, but I was putting their name on it because that's the crew we promoting. That's what we pumping. You know what I mean? You have to keep it, you know?
Right.
So
Right.
I wrote a text, said, listen, man, what we want to do? Do we want to rock out in front of 50,000, or we want to be a garage band? Like what's really good? Like, we have to do these things, and these are the things that's going to make movement, because we had pushed out music before. I had pushed out some music before, but it didn't get any traction because we skipped the steps. You see what I'm saying? My boy G-Set was showing me the steps, you know what I mean? And we was climbing up the steps. So, you know, because G-Set, he had joints with Troy Ave. He had the joint Give It Up right now had Tory Lanez and Bad Bunny on it. Give It Up. Put in Give It Up by Bad Bunny's and Tory Lanez. That's my boy's song. G-Set. It's up to how many million views, you know what I mean? But he was doing it the right way. He was doing the steps. So I was coming back with that, and after I wrote that text, I don't know if it kind of everybody. I think they took it wrong. And I don't know how they really could take it wrong, because I'm trying to beg them to really, come together with it. And I think they took it wrong. One of my boys didn't say nothing about it. My boy Fire, he said, I think I'm feeling myself. You know what I mean? It was just a lot going on.
If you're not going to feel yourself, who will?
Who is? Especially in this game, you have to understand, you have to feel yourself 1,000%, because all you're going to get is negative. People are going to diss you. Like my first joints I put out, people diss the shit out of me. Like it's the internet when it's, come on, you know that. So it's like, you have to understand that you can't, anything that you put down is a good thing for me, because I like that. That fuels me. Everything fuels me, you know what I mean? So the comments is a good thing for me, but not everybody saw it like that. And after I put that text out, it was like people were, off. Somebody didn't want to do music anymore. This one didn't want to do it. So I just kept on working. And that's how it kind of split. But so I was putting rap and reg on everything, and my cameraman came to this is the only, because I love my boys. I still love them. They're my boys. I don't care, whatever. But the only thing is, when I found out that I wasn't in the group by my cameraman. My cameraman and the dude that make my CD covers, he brought me the CD cover for Pray For Me. So I was like, what's this, my boy? I was like, why you don't got Rap and Reg at the top and Rap and Reg Presents? I told you to put that at the top. Like, I thought we discussed that. He was like, he showed the joint to Zives, and Zives said, take Rap and Reg off the top. That's how I found out I wasn't in the group no more. I didn't even know. And all this time I was coming, huh?
So you guys never really sat down.
Well, you know what? After the cameraman we did have like a little sit down, but it was too emotional. It was too much there that we really didn't really get anything solved. We kind of just
It
pushed it under
probably
the
was
rug and
too
was like,
late. It's
whatever,
too
whatever.
late.
It was too
Things should
late.
have
You know
been
what I mean?
said probably earlier. From listening to the story, things should have been said
Much earlier, but
much earlier.
but as I found out, you know what I mean, looking back, you know what I mean, things were being said, but I didn't know they was being said. You know what I mean?
That's how egos work.
You know, things were being said, but I didn't know they was being said. So I guess it was to tell him to take Rapid Reg off the top. So after he took it off, not for nothing though, Pray For Me was one of my best albums. He really should have kept Rapid Reg at the top of that. I mean, that had Window Romp, that had Montego Bay.
How can we find that Pray For Me? How can we find that album?
Oh, well, you know what? It's on CD, baby. It's on iTunes. It's on all of that. Pray For Me. I think right now, like I might have to reload it because it has been a long time. I might have to reload it and spark that, but give a fresh remix to the whole all the tracks. But
Bring it back
yeah,
out.
but you know,
Everything we're talking about, let's regurgitate it. Let's get it back going. Let's
you can
get
see the
some
video. You can see all those videos on GrooveU TV, YouTube. But you know, that's kind of, we had a little talk after that, and it's no love lost. You know what I mean? But if you have a passion, I say all this to say this: if you have a passion, you can't let anything that's going on around you stop you. You have to keep on going. You just have to keep on moving, keep on moving, keep on moving. You know what I mean? Because I was out there. You know what I mean? So that's why I was getting the traction, because I was out there. I was putting myself out there. I was at almost every party. You know what I mean? If they say grab the mic, I'm grabbing the mic. You know what I mean?
So when you say out there, have you traveled to perform? Have you, like, what type of things that
listen. I was out there so much with my music. The way I performed in Florida, I performed in Texas, I performed in California, I performed a few times. I just pulled out my box, like at South by Southwest. I pulled the box out to the side of the corner. I had people line dancing. You know what I mean? I was stopping people. Girls was dancing with me. Like it was a feeling. You know what I mean? When you have full confidence in yourself and your ability, and you believe in yourself, there's nothing you won't do. You will do it, because guess what? I believe in myself. I came out of my car with a box, little Wi-Fi on my phone, turned on the instrumental to my phone, and I was drawing crowds of people. Crowds of people was around me. I'm gonna start posting those videos again. But you gotta believe in yourself. You gotta believe in yourself. Especially for this, you can't do it if you don't believe in yourself. So that's one of the things that kind of throws a lot of artists off, because they want to do the music, but getting out there on that stage and performing in front of people when they don't know you, they don't know your song, they don't know nothing, and trying to get them from jump, that's a different story. You know what I mean? But I know I had that, so I got the presence. You know what I mean? Video to prove it. I pull up in public, on the beach, anywhere. At the Jamaican Park. I pulled up in the Jamaican Park with the box. Had a concert out there. You know what I mean? It's just when you really want something, you're gonna do what it takes. So I was just doing what it takes. I traveled everywhere. I had performance in Chicago. I had a couple of performances. So I just kept on working. You know what I mean? And I'm still working to this day. You know, California, I was there. Did a bunch of shows, shot a nice video out there, worked with some good producers that worked with Rihanna, and shout out to DJ Yanni and Breakfast in Vegas and those guys. You know, it's an experience. Everything is an experience, and if you don't take that chance, you're not gonna go nowhere. You know what I mean? You're gonna be in that same little mold forever. You know, and that I never wanted to be local. I always figured myself as international. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah. So you got to go everywhere. Arizona, everywhere. Las Vegas. I performed in Las Vegas in front of the Gold Nugget audience. You know what I mean?
What was that like?
Amazing. Like I live off of that type of stuff, because the thing about it is that adrenaline rush.
That energy is like no other. Performing is like no other, bump.
That's one of the reasons why I couldn't, stay in
that shit's like no other.
That adrenaline rush, when you get off the stage and people tapping you on the head, tapping you on the back, like, yeah, you know what I mean?
It's a high. It's a high.
when you say goddamn scream on the goddamn scream, fuck, yo,
It's a high.
yo, it make you want to just keep on doing. So it's a drug to me. So
Especially how
I
people stare at you. You get that, like
yeah
people are just stare at you. Like I'll be like,
I
it's
love
a
it.
weird feeling.
I love it. I love being on stage. So that was one of my favorite things. So I had a passion for it. So I couldn't stop. I was addicted to it. So I just kept on going. I just kept on doing more and more and more and more and more. And you know what I mean? Even what kind of slowed me down before, I lost my partner in crime because he understood that you have to put the money into, you know what I mean, marketing and the money into getting features and the money into the producer and the money into the mixing. And you know what I mean? And we was most of our stuff we went half on, or some most of the times, you know what I mean, he had his own capital that he could fund his own stuff, but he always kept me involved, you know what I mean? Somebody
Right.
I say it a lot of times. I'll be like, he like truly like the only one that really believed in it. Because if you believe in it, you put your money behind it. You know what I mean? Because you know
Right.
that it's gonna. You know what I mean? So he really believed in it, and I miss him. I miss him a lot, yo. He was a was big influence. Big influence. G said, big up.
That's
Yeah,
big. Big. That's
yeah.
big. We're going to get ready to wrap this up. I'm going to pass it over to Coast if you got anything to say.
Nah, we this was a good one. I missed probably 20 minutes of it, but we covered a lot from the hospital to your you got the Suburbans on go if anybody need to get picked up,
Uh huh.
private service to
Yes,
the
sir.
music. So I was just want to
Mhm.
say if anybody that's new to the page, new viewers, just stay tuned because we're gonna have a lot more coming for y'all. A lot more. Just stay tuned. Please. Thanks for showing up, Groove. Man of your
Yes, sir.
word.
Yes, sir. You
Bump,
know
you
that.
already know how we do. It's the talk
You,
of the town.
You know, I gotta keep it real, with my boy Bump Order. You know what I mean? That's my boy Bump, boy. You know, for a long, long time. His little brother moved on the block. Tell you a quick story about Dante when he moved on the block, right? So, so, so hold on. His little brother when he moved on the block, we in Roger school, right? We in Roger school, right? What happened? What happened? What happened?
Come on, come on, come on, come on,
Your
come
brother,
on, come on.
your brother trying to jump me. Your brother trying to jump me, my nigga. Your brother trying to jump me. I had a cast on. I had a cast on. Your brother trying to jump me, and I had to battle him.
Hold
And I had to battle him and Henny with the cast on.
on. There's a difference between a Siamese cat and an alley cat.
And I know what he's trying to say, and we're gonna leave it at that. It's the talk of the town. Stay tuned. We're
Hold
gonna
on,
Oh,
have
hold on.
more shit popping off, more
Poppy,
things going.
Poppy, the host with the most, big
Coach.
coach to tell you more. Poppy, Wilmer P. Joseph, we got competition for you. You said you
Oh
was
yeah,
the
let me
best.
talk about this. Yeah, real quick. So Poppy
Poppy
was
got
on the
himself some
last
shit
show.
now.
Big up to Poppy.
Poppy
And
got
Poppy
himself
made
some
a
shit
statement
now.
that he is. I don't want to say he said he was the best baller
The
in the
best.
town.
Pop said he didn't talk. Pop Smoke said he didn't talk in town, nigga,
Let
in
me tell you this right
basketball.
So
now.
I'm
Let me
gonna
tell you
be
this right now.
honest with you. I'm gonna
If you
be
don't
honest
believe
with
you the
y'all.
best,
All the little niggas say no. Marcellus is the best. They rolling with cells, and they do not care.
listen.
And I told Bump, I'm not even running with none of them. I think John Winchester is the best.
Listen,
Someone got an old school nigga named
So
John.
somebody
listen,
need to put these. We need to
An
put
old
some great
school
minds
nigga with
alike.
an old
listen.
school name.
If you don't think you the best, if you don't think you the best, what's the reason to even play? You got to
So
think you
we
the
need to
best.
put these great minds alike. Poppy, niggas want to play one on
Hey,
one.
bro. Nigga said old school nigga with an old name, John Winchester.
Yes. You see, you might be talking about senior. I'm talking about the nigga my age,
Junior. Uh huh.
junior. So at the end of the day, I think John Butters is the best.
Listen. Hold
But
on,
the
hold
little
on.
niggas told me, like, but niggas under me, you can't tell them nothing. They said Marcellus Catchings is the best. They don't care. They don't want to hear it.
Hold on, hold on.
And it's by a landslide too.
Hold on. Can I spit something for the town?
Yes,
Let's
before we
go.
go, let's
Hold
go.
on, hold on, hold on. Yeah, I'm talking about that CT, right up off of UP. Say one love to cuss the street. Problems come, they bust the heat. Bust me down, we going down. And Dougie Brown is funny now, but back then, South End. Crazy Eddie, eat my Wheaties, smoke my beaties. Con Ave, born bad, like my cousin Boogie. Damn Mackie, I heard. R.I.P. to said Boogie. West Side, the Wild West, better come with your best. Still water, don't get wet. Corner store, bring your vest. Spruce Street, Friendship, Merle Ave, MLK. When the V wasn't so pretty going down that one way, I ain't seen no Bloods and Crips, it was just brotherhood. Nation, all natural, grabbing green from Caucasians. We all smoking natural green, my eyes Asian. Smash name, cocaine, Sono, Big Mo, more littles and Audubon. Bro, we bought it there. Shit tripled when we passed through the tolls and brought it here. And Jazzy meant to shoot freaky, at least that's what I heard. Don't even say a word or there'll be shots heard in Stanford. You standard, we automatic, walking with automatics. You talking slick and you'll get killed over dumb shit. Don't spend the night in BCC over some bullshit. I try to chill, but they be begging me to pull shit. My mind state, without CT there'd be no tri-state. I love New York and New Jersey, but where's my plate? I'm from the city of apes, they eat your whole face. I'm burning spliffs to the face and drinking Baba Cool. We mourn the greats, we lost the Biggie and the pun too. They say I'm great when I be spitting on that one too. So, yo, come on. Fuck, man. This is Groove. My name is
Groove
Oliver Groove.
TV,
My name is
talk of the
Oliver
town.
Groove.
We're gonna wrap
Rapping
it up
records my
just
style.
like that.
You hear
We're
me?
gonna wrap it up
Rapping
just
records my
like
style.
that.
Big up at Bumba Clot, Seth. Love on them.
Yes, the Yardman coming out. That's what I wanted to see.
Bop.
The Yardman come out. Brought the Yardman out. All I gotta say is talk of the town, Groove TV,
Up.
Bump. You already know
Stanford,
how we
what up?
do.
Stanford, you know
Stamford,
the town?
Connecticut,
You know the town?
East Side, West
Oh,
Side, South End, Village.
LES.
peace,
We
Kills.
already
T.
peace.
know.
Rock. J Rock. Sess.
All my niggas,
Los.
Jamrock,
G
Jamaica,
Street,
Spruce Street,
Orange
Hazel
Street
Street, Rose
Posse,
Park,
all my Ursula, Custer Street.
Betts
UP,
Ave,
baby.
Selleck
Steph,
Street,
what's good, Steph?
Durant
Yeah,
Street,
man.
all that good shit.
Yes,
Bonner,
what's up,
Selleck
Gus?
again. I love
OJ.
y'all. I'm
Pete.
signing out. I'm about to go.
Fats.
Love.
What's good, Fats? Yeah, man.
Love
Big up
y'all.
everybody, yo. Up, yo. Bump, big up your damn self. You hear me?
You already know.
Holla.
Yes, sir.
Holla.